I had a story about Dr. Paul Ineche. The wife used to laugh at him when he used to sing earlier days. A man who does not have direction, doesn't have any business with speed. Speeding in a wrong direction or in an assumed direction is still useless.
So, Sir Praise, I was really blessed by your, ministration on Thrive 2025.
Wow.
And I had a question. Thank God that you're here. I can ask you the question. Because we were talking about having a sense of urgency when it comes to destiny. But you know that patience is also a virtue, right? So sometimes when someone is trying to, take his life urgently or seriously, you discover that some people think that he's impatient. And then some people are really impatient. So can you strike a balance between someone that is patient and being complacent so that I will not be impatient, but at the same time, I will not be complacent?
All right. Thank you very much, sir. I mean, this is a very sensitive question that the younger generation must be taught right. So we must look into it. The thin line, right, between impatience and complacency is progress. Okay, so whoever that must fulfill destiny must understand that you cannot be completely prepared for what you are supposed to do just because you have caved in, just building on the while. There is a place where you must get out on the job, come out and then get your hands dirty.
Okay.
All right. You have been called as a worldwide evangelist, as a global evangelist. You are waiting for when you stand in front of 100,000 crowd or 2,000 person crowd to minister to them. That must be a joke. You must start by taking your megaphone, get out to the streets, preach, try to get some people healed. You see someone walking on the road on the wheelchair, exercise your faith, pray. So when you are doing such a thing, they will say you are running faster than your shadow. You should somewhat of stay inside, pray and fast. So at what point do you leave that prayer room, that fasting room, to now get busy? I'm not trying to say you should stop praying and fasting and do the things that will engineer your preparation. Keep doing them. But while doing them, get on the job. So the thin line between impatience and complacency is progress. Get on the job. As you're on the job, you get better on the job. Bible speaking, I want to read this scripture I opened here.
Okay.
In Luke chapter 7, verse 31 and 32. But 32 is my emphasis, so because of time, let me read it. It says, they are like children sitting in the marketplace, calling one to another, saying, we have piped unto you, you have not danced. We have mourned to you, you have not wept. So life is a marketplace. And what we do in the market is that we trade. We don't play in the market. We don't dance in the market. If you want to play, you go to the football field. So there are a lot of babes upon the face of the earth today, because when you see someone who is not actively trading like God, what you trade life with is time. When you see people saying, oh, you just keep waiting for your time, I mean, you don't have all the time. You don't have all the time. The highest currency in life is time, not money. So if you have time, you are the richest. You trade time in destiny to get impact. And it is impact that you'll be rewarded with in heaven. We are going to be saved by grace, but we are going to be rewarded by works. It is the level of impact that you will be rewarded with. And time has afforded you, what it takes to make impact. So as a young person, there must be a sense of urgency, even if you are not that completely prepared to pursue what your life is about. You can't be 0% unprepared. Maybe if you are 2% prepared, 10% prepared, get busy, try it. In school, we are being taught theory and practical. After we have looked at the theoretical aspect of it, the hypothetical aspect of it, we practicalize it.
So at what point do you now say that someone is impatient?
Okay, impatience for the spiritual man now comes in where God clearly has told you that, you should hold on in so and so in this season, this would happen. And then you now want to use your physical intelligence or strategy to push that. A case in point in this is someone who may be posting stuff on social media, because we're in a social media age, and you just want to reach the world. Maybe you are a pastor, you want to reach the world with the gospel. And then you are putting your stuff online, you are putting content. People are saying you are impatient. No, that's not impatience.
So what is impatience?
Impatience is that God calls you and tells you that in a season like this, He will open a door for you, maybe the door of other nations. He asks you to wait on Him, that He will open the door in a certain time like this. And then you go ahead to now enter into the nation yourself. You go ahead to now, for social media, try to buy followers or stuff like that. But it doesn't reduce the fact that you can be pushing your stuff, and when it is God's time, He can amplify your voice. So that impatience is where you now step out of God's speakings to you.
Can you also say that impatience is like when you are now doing things that are not in the confines of God's principles? Like, it's just like somebody that wants money, right? Like if a person is pushing himself in his career in every way, everything legally possible, that's not impatience, right? But then when the person now starts trying to cut corners or trying to drag people down, like trying to apply rules that, like, as a child of God, you're not supposed to be doing, that is where impatience comes in.
That's also another aspect of it.
Okay.
And that's very valid. Where you now start going out of the prescribed way, God's way of getting things done. You are being impatient. I mean, you know that you shouldn't compromise for this to happen. There are a lot of people that are very wealthy and they are still maintaining the standards of God. And then someone wants to get wealthy. You compromise, you just veer out of the track to get the same things that God has the capacity to do for you. You now compromise to get them. You are impatient. You are becoming impatient in that regard. So it's a valid way of being impatient.
How about, I'm just trying to how about in a state of confusion where you don't know what you should actually be doing? Like if a person is not certain of what he should be doing, he knows that this is where he has seen a vision, this is where I'm supposed to be, but he does not know the steps to get there. And if he starts trying things out, like maybe starting starting a fellowship or starting a music group or like trying different things out, is it also classified as impatient? Or should the person wait until he hears God, right? Like very clearly, or yeah, do this. If the person is waiting, but he's not hearing God like crystal clear, is it impatient if the person starts pushing to try things?
Okay.
I don't know how I get
your question.
Okay.
And there are two sides to this answer. The very first answer is very direct. I don't think there is any direction for any person who hasn't heard from God. Any step you take without the voice of God will obviously land you into trouble. All right? Okay. So the very first thing is to hear from God. And that's where speed lies. A man who does not have direction doesn't have any business with speed. Speeding in a wrong direction or in an assumed direction is still useless. So the first thing is to hear from God. Pay whatever price you can to be very certain that this is what you are supposed to do, where God is leading you to. Sometimes it can take a longer time for Mr. B to get to know what he's supposed to do from Mr. A. Mr. A can just have a 1 month retreat, 3 days, and he puts a blueprint of what God would have him do. And then Mr. B sometimes will stay longer. He could be in a 6 months prayer, 8 months, and God hasn't spoken yet. And there could be a couple of factors around that. Sometimes it's not just because God doesn't want to speak. Sometimes it can also be that the fellow doesn't know how to hear. All right, so there will be a lot of components responsible for that, but that's not where I'm heading to. Okay. What I'm trying to say is that you must be able to hear from God. That's number one. Then number two, my spiritual father taught us that people's destiny unfold so that you can know the now and you might not know the tomorrow and the rest, because you might know that, oh, you can preach today, or you are into business today, or you know how to, coordinate people, you have passion for teenagers. You don't know that deep down, as you continue your work with God and trail it, you have grace to sing. I had a story about Dr. Paul in nature. The wife used to laugh at him when he used to sing earlier days. He used to sing. If he sings, they laugh at him. But at the later part of ministry, he started releasing songs that nations feed from, the globe at large. But initially when he sings, people laugh. That thing was embedded in his destiny, or he found it out. If he started with music, maybe he wouldn't have been where he was today. But that other music is a song. So you might not know everything, but if you know a chunk, there is one you need to know to start up with. And I don't believe a man should know everything about his destiny before he starts. If you know everything about your destiny before you start, you knew wrong. God cannot show you everything. Or you are too late. I bet you that God cannot show you everything. So you know in part. That's the scripture. And you prophesy in part. The one you've known, as you progress, God sees your faithfulness and faith in him. He opens up other vistas to now see your potentials, and you keep moving